What's up, guys? Haydock here. Welcome back to another episode of my Liverpool save. I did say in the last episode I'll come back once pre-season's finished and show you the transfers, ins, outs, how pre-season went, new tactics and all that stuff. I think we'll start with the transfers. We'll do the top ones first. Our first player we brought in was Breel Mbolo, who is a good youngster from Basel, costing around 40 million. Done alright in pre-season, scored in the game that he played in. He might push into the first team a few times. I hate when it does that. Jordan Rhodes was the second player for 12 million, who had a great pre-season, played 5 and scored 7, cost us 12 million. We only had Barbosa and Daniel Sturridge last season because Ings, Benteke were both pretty poor and Balotelli were out on loan, so we brought in Rhodes. Jetro Williams then coming for 11 million, alright player. Sam Byron, probably paid a bit too much for him, 10 million to be honest with you, but he'd be alright. We brought him in as a replacement for Dennis Apaya, who was with us for one season. He has now gone out. I'll go over that in a minute, where he's gone. I'd probably say he's gone to Juventus if you're looking around side though. Freddie Guarin, I think that's how you pronounce that, coming from Inter for 9 million. He's a really good player. I can't remember what he's valued at. He is valued at 13 mil. I did bring him down and say, well, we'll give you 9 mil, and he accepted it. We then brought in Emmanuel Lomana for 8 million, really good player. Open to put him into the first team pretty quickly, but I don't know yet. We'll see how he goes on. He's had an alright pre-season as well, really. We brought in Sven Bender from Borussia Dortmund for 6.5 million. He's not played at all yet in pre-season because he came in and he got injured for 6 weeks, so I've not really had the chance to see what he's like yet. We then brought in Emmanuel Mas from San Lorenzo for 5 million. He's a pretty good player, 27 years old, cost us 5 million, wing back. He's done alright in pre-season as well. Greg Robertson was the next one we brought in. I think I brought him in last season. I think I showed you him in the last episode. A young English striker who has got bags of potential. It only says he's got 2.5 star possibly, but he's not been fully scouted yet. But I've been watching him in training and he's looked absolutely quality in pre-season and in a few under-21s fixtures, and he looks quality. We then got Kevin Prince Boateng from Schalke on a free, who is another good player. He's only 29, to get him on a free adds a bit of cover to the team. He's alright, but he might fit in there a few times. Moving on to the sales and who we sold. We sold Mario Balotelli with the first one for 23 million to see. Don't really need him. Got Rhodes, Barbosa, Sturridge, and Mbolo can play there, so I decided to get rid of him. We then sold Alberto Moreno for 20 million. He's a really good player. He had a good season last season. Bought for 20 million. Snatch it up. Just bring in some more players for that. Dennis Apaya, we brought in last season for 6 million, I think it was. Got Rhodes, Barbosa, Sturridge, and Mbolo can play there, so I decided to get rid of him. We then sold Alberto Moreno for 20 million. He's a really good player. He had a good season last season. Bought for 20 million. Just bring in some more players for that. Dennis Apaya, we brought in last season for 6 million, I think it was. he had a really good season with us. Juventus then came in with a £15.5 million bid, and I thought, I can't say no to that. He's 24 years old. Klein's probably a little bit better. We have got Sam Byram now as well to cover. Sam Byram is probably just as good as him. So we're happy with that deal. We then sold Benteke for 7.25 million. Ings for 7. Milner for 7. Thiago Ilori for 6. We ain't going to get him in first team really. Andre Wisdom for 3.9. Bogdan for 1.3 and Daniel Ward for 1 major transfers. A few players have gone out on loan. Divock Origi again to Galatasaray, Chevy Ojo to West Brom. And that's that. And we do still have a bit of money to spend, I think. 83.42 million. I don't know how we've got that. I don't know what is going on. We started off with like 74 million. Sold a few players, bought quite a few in. We've still got 84 mil to spend, so probably going to bring in a few more players depending on who I can find and who looks good enough. We can change that. Probably will. No, I can't. I'll show you the schedule now. Started off against Toronto, 3-0 loss. Pretty poor really, a really bad game. We did play a few younger players. Valentino Jovic, really young goalkeeper we signed last season. We started him in goal. With John Flanagan, Thiago Ilori, who's now gone, obviously Joe Gomez, Enrique, Maya. But 3-0 loss, it weren't good enough. We then went against Ottawa Fury and won 3-1. Lucas Levay, Tony Trende, De Vilhena and Jordan Rhodes getting the goals. Montreal Impact, Jordan Rhodes again, and Divock Origi before he left on loan. Beat by Olympiacos. Brown Dye and Jimmy Damon score for them. Daniel Amati put his 1-0 up. A 1-0 win over AEK. Played a strong team, would have hoped for a better result against them really. A 1-0 win. Inakos Perios. 5-2 win. Daniel Sturridge twice. Freddie Gorin, Braille Mbolo and Daniel Amati. And a 7-0 win where Jordan Rhodes got 2, Lars Markovic got a hat-trick, Kevin Prince Boateng and Freddie Gorin. Grantador, Jordan Rhodes 2 again, Lars Markovic scored again. It's vibrating now. I'm silent. Daniel Amati and Lars Markovic. And then a 2-0 win where Daniel Amati and Jordan Rhodes scored. First game of the season is Leicester. Got them in 2 days. I'm not going to live com them. I am going to live com, I think. It'll be on later tonight. I've got football training in a bit, so it'll be on later tonight. I think I'll do Arsenal away. Yeah, I think I'll do Arsenal away. And then I'll go over who we got in the group stage draw and these results. So just show you my new tactics quick. I've got a few new ones. We have stuck with our 4-1-3-2 from last season. The 2 strikers have then gone for, ignore this one's getting changed because I was going in for a centre back and I didn't get him. Unless I can find another centre back to go in, that one will be getting changed. And we've gone with this one, 2 central defensive midfielders, a role-playing midfielder, a Roman playmaker, 2 inside forwards, and an advanced forward up top. So hopefully, as last season we were unlucky. Just missing out on Champions League. I brought in a few good players. I have sold a few main players though. But hopefully we will bounce back and we will get Champions League. I am looking at a few more players. One more thing. I don't know how this has happened, but if you look at this, I don't know what went on. I don't know how they've done it, but they've done it. Transfer history. Look at that. Falcao for £7 million to Newcastle. If I knew he'd be going for that cheap, I'd have probably bought him. He is 30 years old now, but £7 million for him to go to Newcastle is quality. They have already got Ayus Perez, so they're going to be a team to watch this season, bringing in a few good players. But hopefully we're going to be pushing for Champions League. We are in Europe this season. We've brought in a few big players who I think will help us. We are after a few more players, so if we get any, I'll show you next episode. I've been here, Doc.